Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nexus. We're so glad to have you here. Sorry I missed you guys last week, but I think Jen and AB had a good time chit-chatting about the last year that Jen's had here and all the amazing things that have been accomplished during that year. We're really excited about our guest. We have Dana here today, and she is with Senior Insurance Advisors.
Yep, you got it.
I knew I was gonna mess that up actually this morning, and then I forgot to tell you that. I was
Fine. You're fine.
Senior
Insurance
Advisors.
Yep. You'll get it.
I'll get it by the end of this show. Anyways, we just want to do a quick shout out today to our Tap On It advertisers this week. We have ads out there from Rockin' Joe, Patty's Pub, Juice Stop, Walker Tire, Brown's Shoes, and Ginger, and Nor Salon. So if there's anyone looking for a massage out there, we have a new advertiser, Nor Salon. So I could definitely use a massage.
Absolutely. I could too.
Okay.
Couldn't.
We're going to have to book those appointments today. So, anyways, I am super excited to have Dana here. We connected through our daughter's softball team, the Vortex. Mm-hmm. And while we were talking, I find out that she's originally from a town just about 7 miles away from my hometown.
Yeah.
She's from Scribner, Nebraska, and I'm from West Point. And I got to be friends with her sister Christine growing up, and so kind of knew her family and knew she was good people. So it was fun to do softball with you as a parent, and then we've been able to work together on, creating your new brand.
Yes.
And tell us all about that. Tell us about what you were doing before and your new adventure.
So absolutely. So I started my career as healthcare administration. I worked with multiple practices here in Lincoln, managing those. So I've done radiology to family practice. I did that for probably 9 years, and then decided that I wanted to do something more for myself. My husband's also is in healthcare, and so his job's pretty demanding. So I wanted to be there a little bit more for our kids, and be able to pick them up from school and those sorts of things. So I think it was about 10 years ago, I opened up 2 consignment stores. They were Lily Pads and Urban Rack.
Yeah.
And those were open for 9 years, and then decided to close those businesses. And then I ended up doing insurance, got my insurance license, and just at the beginning of this year decided to open up my own agency called Senior Insurance Advisors.
Yes. Because you were working alongside your brother who's been in the industry, and you kind of learned all of the ins and outs of Medicare, especially. That's what you really specialize in.
Yeah, so my career insurance started with insurance design management. And it's my brother's business, and they're based out of Omaha, and they work closely with financial advisors and P&C agents and attorneys to assist their clients finding the right insurance vehicle to achieve their goals. So if it's like an estate planning, business succession planning, those things. And so I was doing business development here in Lincoln, trying to establish a footprint for his business. And when I was meeting with those industries, that was their big question was, do you guys offer Medicare? And so we saw a huge opportunity to add additional service underneath his business. And so I kind of rerouted my, my career and started doing the Medicare side of things, and got certified and trained, and loving it ever since. So
yeah, that's huge though, because you do have the background in healthcare industry, and you have your brother's experience, and then you kind of brought them all together. And I can tell every time you talk about it, you really are passionate about making sure that people select the right plan for them, make sure that they understand what they're getting.
Right.
I wouldn't have guessed this until meeting you, like how complicated Medicare can be. I mean, and there's really no cost to your client. Like they're going to be paying for Medicare that exact same rate that they'd be getting if they had done it on their own.
Right.
But they get all of your experience, all of your advice. They can ask all the questions, show you what medicines they're on, make sure they're covered.
Yeah.
So tell us maybe like a story of somebody that you've been able to help out, maybe something that they might not have known had you not stepped in and been involved in the process.
Yeah. So again, Medicare's available typically to anybody that's 65 or older. There's 2 other ways to qualify, but mainly that's going to be the main reason that someone gets on Medicare. So I sit down with my clients, and again, like you said, it's at no cost to them. So I'm giving them all the knowledge and expertise that they need in order to make a right decision. So when they have 2 options once they enroll in Medicare, to get some supplemental coverage to help pay for those deductibles and coinsurance. And quite a few of my clients, they don't understand like the supplements, they're all standardized, which means no matter what plan you go with, they have to offer the exact same benefits. It's just the insurance company that decides what they want to charge you to have that plan. So a lot of my clients didn't know that. So a lot of them too aren't educated in the Medicare Advantage option. There's just so much bad controversy about Medicare Advantage plans. And so once I sit down with them and explain how it really works, they're really similar to an employer group plan. They're just like, wow, why didn't I ever know about this before? Yeah. So, you have to be certified and trained to sell Medicare Advantage plans. Not everybody can do it. So I just think it's really important to sit down with these individuals and at least spend, the initial appointment typically takes about an hour to go through, because I just want them to have a clear understanding of what Medicare is, the different parts, what the costs are involved, and take it from there. So
absolutely. I talked to my mom about it, and she was saying how it's just invaluable to have somebody to say, hey, this is what I was thinking about doing. So any of our Nexus viewers that are out there that have parents that are 65 or older, or you yourself are getting close to that age, I highly recommend you calling Dana and sitting down and having that chat. Number one, you're going to have a great time because she's just an amazing person and super fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
And since we're from Northeast Nebraska, she says, oh, absolutely.
Yes, you always make fun of me of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Now I'm going to watch myself during this whole
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Sure
Wait, I'll make this happen.
You will. Yeah.
Okay, so what else would you say like inspired you that you wanted to work with people that are 65 and older mainly? Is that kind of a passion of yours?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just as I got into the career, a lot of my clients just said, we were just never given this opportunity to sit down with anybody and explain the process. And so I kind of back up a little bit and reinvent those wheels and make sure that they understand. And then they said, well, the person I worked with in the past, they just told me to go on this. I didn't get any other options or didn't know any more details. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really what inspired me. And I just think it's kind of, all these individuals that are turning 65, I would say probably 3 to 4 months before their 65th birthday, or even sooner, they get bombarded with mail and phone calls. And it's just like, how in the world is an individual supposed to pull all those pieces together to make a really good informed decision? And so when they have somebody like me who's independent and have the ability to work with multiple insurance companies, show all their options, it's just a huge, accomplishment. It makes me feel really good to be able to pull all those pieces together for them. Yeah, I make it super easy, holding their hand from beginning to end until they're enrolled in what they want to have as far as a plan.
Right.
So,
and you get to see that from beginning to end and see the end result, that they're happy and they're taken care of. So that always feels good.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things I was most excited about when you came to me and said you were going to break off and start your own company, number one, that's bomb. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Second, I thought it was just really interesting how you have plans for expansion and that you would like to find other people that are interested in the industry and kind of take them under your wing and start training some other people. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah. So I with my business, I've decided to actually take agents underneath me and provide them with the training and the awesome opportunity that I've received from my upline, which is Pro Insurance Resources. They're based out of Omaha. Brian and Amy, they have done like an amazing job. And so just getting to that point in my career where I'm able to start, providing that guidance and that education to individuals that want to learn the business as well. And so just kind of walking them through the entire process, going to meetings with them. So yeah, if anybody's interested in learning more on how to become an agent in the Medicare industry, I would love to hear from you. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so many people out there that they've worked for other people, or maybe they're in the healthcare industry, but they see that as kind of like a breakdown. Maybe they've experienced somebody that didn't have the right coverage or something like that. And there's a lot of entrepreneur-minded people that watch this show, so we might have somebody that's looking for a career change.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Yeah,
you would be well advised to take her on, and she'd be an amazing boss.
It's an amazing career. I mean, you can set your own schedule, and my office is out of my home, so all the appointments that I see with my clients are in their home, and they seem to be very appreciative of that, so they don't have to travel, and especially with the pandemic last year. And so it's great flexibility, and I love what I do. So, and
you get to chat on the phone with cute old people.
Yes,
they're adorable. I love it when
they are adorable. Yes.
Some of them need extra hand holding.
Yes, they do, but they appreciate your help, and
so you have to be patient. I think that's probably one thing.
Yeah,
I've noticed you have a really good demeanor on the phone, and you just always plan for enough time for every call.
Yes.
It might take that.
It's a very complex process and very confusing for individuals. And so if they can find someone or use someone like me to help them through that process, I mean, gosh, I just couldn't imagine doing it on my own.
I don't recommend anyone doing it on their own. There's no reason not to find somebody that is willing to help you out, because they have your best interests at heart.
Yes,
you do.
Absolutely.
And so definitely do that.
Yeah.
And if you want to get in touch with Dana about doing, just like a one-to-one, find out what that would look like, you can contact her via her new website that True North Technology has made.
You guys did a fantastic job, and that's a huge plug for True North Technology. If any of you guys are looking for a website or even work with your SEO, I mean, Renee here has an amazing team, and I highly recommend them. So definitely give them a call.
Thank you. That's awesome.
But yes, my new website, go check it out.
There's a lot of information out there.
Yes.
It's a jam-packed website full of resources. So if it's just something that you want to do a little bit of research on your own and then call with questions, I think it's a great place for people to start.
Yeah.
So what's the URL?
It's www.srinsadvisors.com.
There we go.
Yes.
And we have really enjoyed working with Dana. She's super easy to work with. She's on top of everything. So thank you for that. We've had a great experience working with you.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other plans for the future? Do you have any?
Yeah, so I guess my future plans is to add more agents underneath me and give them, that excellent opportunity to start their own business, and
and maybe even not just in Nebraska, right?
Right. Yes. So that's a good point. Yeah. So currently I'm licensed in 8 different states. So if anybody's in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Texas.
Awesome.
They can, definitely reach out to me, and we can get them started. Also, doing education events too, and I'll continue to do those as well. I do those at Stauffer's Pie and Cafe on 48th and Old Cheney twice a month, and that's for really anybody that wants to learn about Medicare. people that are turning 65, they should really they can start the process 3 months before their 65th birthday. So that's what I encourage a lot of people to do. At least come, at least 6 months before your 65th birthday, start collecting the information. But my next event's tomorrow, May
perfect.
20th at 10 o'clock at Stouffer's. Otherwise, my upcoming ones are June 7th and June 24th.
Awesome.
Yeah, those are out on my website too. So.
And they're all at 10 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, all at 10 a.m. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I've just really enjoyed about you is just how friendly you are with everybody. And I know that you've done a lot of networking. Yeah. What do you think, as a business owner, has been like the most beneficial for you to get your name out there? Also, you've done some presentations at like assisted living facilities. So if there's any assisted living facilities that are out there that would like a presentation, you'd be
more
somebody
than
that you could do.
Yeah, because I know that they have like activity events every month, and so I've gone into assisted living facilities and done Medicare education events because those premiums change every year. Just to educate and acknowledge those individuals, because I know it's sometimes complicated for them to leave. So I do that, and then also I go into companies and give presentations to their employees about Medicare,
like
as well.
Lunch and learn.
Lunch and learn. Yep. So if anybody's interested, if any companies out there are interested in a lunch and learn, I will come in and provide that education to their employees at no cost to them. I just feel like it's really important to get that information out there, because a lot of those employees have a tendency just to stay on their employer group plan. Yeah. Well, in reality, the Medicare has better costs and better benefits, and so it's pretty much a win-win for the employee and the employer. So,
well, and would you say that it also benefits the employer if they've moved on to Medicare, so that if as we age, obviously you have more visits to the doctor, and so probably changes the pricing for all employees if there's more there's older people that are on the plan, so it might help keep the cost down for all of the other employees.
Yeah, exactly. So, just being a resource for them, so when their employees come to them with questions, they have somebody to refer them on to.
That's awesome. Yeah. So any company, really, I mean, big or small, that would be applicable too. So very cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's been super fun having you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I always love hanging out with you.
Know.
I'm sad Morgan's not on the softball team this year. But,
I know.
So have I missed out on anything fun?
Does she miss it? I mean, Emma's moved on, to U16.
Right.
Yeah, U16. And she's
gosh.
absolutely loving it. She has an amazing team, and she fits in anywhere she goes. So
good.
But we enjoy watching her play. So
you have a whole bunch of athletes. Make sure that you mention all your kids so they get equal share.
Yes. So we have our very firstborn, Ella. She's 16. She is a sophomore at Southwest, and she plays soccer and basketball. And then Emma, who is an 8th grader at at Scott Middle School. She'll be going to Southwest next year. She is doing softball, track, and basketball. And then Owen, who is graduating from elementary school. He's going to be a 6th grader. He's 12, and he does football and wrestling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so fun.
You do have good athletes.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah,
I like watching.
I'll enjoy it, because I think Ella and Emma will be playing a lot together in high school. So I remember that with my sisters.
Oh,
so,
right.
Yeah, so I
That's
look forward to
awesome.
watching them play together.
You guys were our rivals.
Yeah.
But why we were still all like friends. I don't know why. It was no big deal.
It's just on the court. It was different, right?
Yeah. I mean, watch out.
Yeah.
There was definitely some elbows being thrown, I'm sure.
Of course, there has to be, right?
Shoot, I thought I was going to get absolutely.
Not yet.
Okay, well, there's always next time.
That's
we can have you back.
Yeah, I would love it.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for being on the show. Really appreciate it, and being a great customer of ours. And Thanks to all of you for tuning in, and definitely reach out to Dana if you have any questions about Medicare or maybe a potential job opportunity.
Yeah.
So we're just here to help you all out. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Bye.